Some days you feel lost, even though nothing is wrong from the outside. If one line in this story feels like your truth, comment 1. Let's see who's silently fighting the same battles. There will be moments in your life when you don't recognize yourself anymore. Not because you've failed, but because you've grown in ways you haven't fully understood yet. Growth rarely arrives loudly. Most of the time, it comes quietly, in a thought, in a pause, in the simple realization that you can't go back to who you used to be. Life has a way of reshaping you without asking for your permission. Hard times turn into lessons. Loss turns into clarity. Silence turns into strength. And even when it feels like everything around you is falling apart, something inside you is slowly coming together. Some lessons won't make sense until life forces you to face them. People will walk in and out of your world. Some will stay long enough to leave a mark. Some will leave before you even understand why. Those you least expect to lose become the very memories you never imagined carrying alone. You heal at the pace your heart is ready for, not at the pace someone else demands. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about releasing the hold something has on you. Life becomes easier when you realize you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to act like you're okay all the time. You don't have to carry burdens that were never yours to hold. You just need to move one honest step at a time. Be wise enough to notice the people who drain you. Be brave enough to walk away. Be soft enough to love. And strong enough to protect your peace. Hard times don't make you heroic. They reveal the resilience you always had. You begin to understand that every emotion is a teacher. Fear teaches you courage. Sadness teaches you presence. Anger teaches you boundaries. Silence teaches you truth. Facing your emotions gives you far more strength than running from them ever will. And the moment you stop avoiding pain, you begin healing. You learn that forgiveness is not weakness, it's freedom. You learn that your value is not measured by how much you endure for people who don't show up for you. You learn that peace is more important than being understood, more important than being right, more important than being liked. Life changes when you stop fighting for a love that keeps breaking you. When you stop holding on to things that return nothing. When you stop shrinking yourself to fit someone else's comfort. Some people will never apologize. Some situations will never make sense. Some endings are written long before you're ready to read them. Accepting this is not giving up. It's growing up. You discover that the people you thought you needed were simply passing through to teach you something. And the person you become after they leave matters far more than the reason they left. Life teaches you that being alone is not the same as being lonely. Alone is space. Alone is clarity. Alone is where you hear the voice you've been ignoring. You stop begging for answers. You stop chasing people who choose distance. You stop giving more than someone is willing to carry. Real love never requires you to abandon yourself. Your peace is worth more than someone's approval. You learn to protect your energy as if it were your most valuable currency. Because it is. Invest it where it grows, where it's honored, where it's reciprocated. The person you are becoming requires new habits, new boundaries, new courage. And you feel the shift, the slow return of your own voice. You stop performing. You stop pretending. You start showing up as yourself. That is where real confidence begins. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You need to be honest. Life becomes softer when you stop resisting what's already happening. You begin to notice the difference between what hurts and what heals, what drains and what strengthens, what grows and what destroys. And you choose differently. You choose the things that feel like peace, like ease, like alignment, like home. Sometimes you must lose yourself to realize you've outgrown the version of you you're grieving. Sometimes you must let go of the old story to make room for the new chapter. And sometimes you must walk alone just long enough to understand that you can. Life is preparing you for places you haven't reached yet, people you haven't met yet, strength you haven't needed yet. And when the time comes, you'll look back and understand why everything had to happen exactly the way it did. You are not behind. You are not late. You are simply becoming on your own timeline. Trust that. You won't always get what you want, but often, life gives you exactly what you need. Take the first step. even if you can't see the next 5. Healing is not becoming someone new. Healing is returning to the person you were before life taught you fear. And deep inside, that person is still waiting, still hoping, still believing in who you can become. One day, you will look back on this season and realize it wasn't breaking you. It was building you. Slowly, quietly, beautifully. If this message felt like a mirror, if it reminded you of a truth you've been avoiding, don't let the moment pass. Awareness is the first step to real change. And if one sentence here touched you, comment 9. Let's see who's rebuilding themselves quietly.